What's going on, GTA players? We're going to look at this chart right here, and we can see we have another week of the discounts coming down, and then another week of the income coming down. And it looks like we're kind of just still forming this descending triangle here, and then hopefully by the summer or sometime we'll get some more updates or something. This is a kind of a low level of the discounts, a little bit below the average, and the same thing goes for the income. It's kind of a little bit more on the low side there. And then I saw an emerging discount, so I thought I would add that, is the Nightclub and Nightclub Renovations, but more specifically the Nightclub. And you can see these gaps here earlier last year were pretty tight. Then it got a little bit more spread out, and then we saw like 4 weeks and then 1 week, and then it got spread out again, and we're kind of like in a middle range of all those. It's a little bit early for this one, so I wouldn't say maybe for another month, but it is starting to come up. And then last week I said there would be the Arena Workshop renovations and the Arena Wars for 2 times money, and those both showed up, so that's pretty cool. And then if you're a Twitch Prime member, you can get the usual 200,000, the free sonar on the Kosatka, and then the Sparrow helicopter, the Kraken Avisa, as well as the Sea Breeze this week. And then as far as the regular discounts, we have the Deviant, whatever this car is, the D-Class Tulip, the Weaponized Dinghy, Squatty, and then the Apocalypse versions of all the arena cars. And this also is the same cars for the Future Shock as well as the Nightmare. And don't forget the Sasquatch, it's there as well, but it doesn't show up because you have to convert the rat truck. Now, in order to store all these, you're going to need to have an Arena Workshop, and the graphics and all of the renovations that you can do on these workshops are discounted this week, as well as the workshop itself. So if you're interested in any of that, then it's the perfect time to do it. Now, these aren't the most profitable thing that you can do, but it's at least not the usual grind. So if you want to do it, you're going to get paid more to do it now than you normally would, so it's probably the best time to check it out. Then the Podium Vehicle this week is the Comet SR. This is typically $1.1 million, and it is a pretty cool car in my opinion. It's basically just like all the ones off the street except for a little faster. Now, some of the other ways to make money this week are, if you have a CEO office, you can go into the special vehicle work category, and all of these are 2 times money. These will also unlock the trade prices on these vehicles, which is probably the best reason to do them. They're not too profitable in themselves, but it's something different. And then the adversary mode, if we look, we have the Rhino Hunt. That is 2 times money. Lots of explosions going on outside. Then, of course, the land races and the RC Bandito. We have Cypress Flats for the Bandito, and then on the north side of the city, actually the north side of the map, there's Stab City. And basically on this land race, what you're going to be doing is you're just driving into the city. You're following that GPS most of the time. You don't need to worry about optimizing anything too much, but basically I just get a good rev drop in and start following the road. Your first thing that you're going to want to do is just turn right, and then you're going to follow this for a little while until you're making a right. And then you just follow this for a little bit until you're making a left. And that left will be right here. Now, once I get far enough up here, I do try to take a couple shortcuts. The first one is after this corner. I just kind of start to cut into that little area and then go up the hill here, and then go up the hill here. And basically that will just shoot you out onto the road and shave off a few seconds. But then you're just back to following the road. Now, it does get a little bit more technical up here because there's lots of traffic and these are pretty sharp corners. So I was actually probably only going about 70% of top speed through here. So there's enough time to just take it easy and honk at people that get in your way. But that's about it. Now the RC Banditor race isn't too complicated. Basically, you're gonna start out and go in this gate right there, and then you're gonna make a couple lefts here, and you're gonna be looking for some metal like scaffolding kind of stuff, and you just kind of like go underneath all of it all and head for that next checkpoint, and then across the street, and then it's gonna be a right. You go straight for a little bit, and there'll be another right. You can kind of diagonal across the street right here, and then squeeze between this little gap right there, and turn right. There'll be another right up here that's really sharp, so you want to be on it, just like that, and then a left. And this intersection gets kind of busy, so watch out for that, as well as that concrete barrier right there. That will sneak up on you. Then this parking lot's like a big circle, basically. You're just doing that, and then you can go underneath that semi-trailer and get out of there. This I recommend going on the wide side. Don't do what I did. Aside from that, it's pretty much just looking for that next checkpoint. I think it's a little bit more open after that. This area is slightly, more tight. Then it's kind of like another diagonal through that area right there. And then you're just looking for those checkpoints, and it's like a 180. And then you're there. So, not too bad. Anyway, that's all there is for this week, so I will see you next time.